Hello, I'm Rick Signorella. I'm the host for the April edition of the Hoffman Estates Citizen. And this month we'll see the Senior Commission St. Patrick's Day celebration. We'll take a look at how Hoffman Estates is becoming a dementia-friendly community, ribbon cuttings for AW MedSpa, Playroom Cafe, and Tacos Lamas, and the annual State of the Village address. The Senior Commission held their annual St. Patrick's Day luncheon.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lillian Clinton, chair of our Senior Commission, and we're at our monthly luncheon, and as you can see, we have a house full.
Thank you all for coming out. Got a great program with Jim Gibbons. You'll learn a lot from him. Jim always gives very insightful analysis and history of what's been going on in the city of Chicago this time. Got a great luncheon for you from Garibaldi, so without any further ado, let's get back in the kitchen and do some work and call you guys in to get your food.
We have a great meal, we always do.
Oh man, we got spaghetti, we got meatballs, we got salad, we got cannolis. Got a little bit of everything here. Garibaldi's never skips on their portions.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I've got bread and meatballs. Garlic bread, of course.
I got the small sausages and the spaghettis and whatever garlic bread that he gave me. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And next month, I want to tell you, for April, we're going to have a free meal if you bring food for the food pantry. You sign up as usual, only when you come, if you don't have food, there will be a $10 charge for the meal. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, and it's for such a good cause. The food pantry is very low on the food right now. And I want to introduce today's guest, here at a speaker at ours, the very well-renowned Jim Gibbons. I'll ask him to say a few words.
Few words, there we go. I am Jim Gibbons, but not Jim Gibbons of Channel 7 Eyewitness News. I am Jim Gibbons' historian, and quite frankly, I do over 200 presentations I've offered. I've been doing that since 2012. The very first one I ever did was the Our Lady of the Angels School Fire. Today I'm going to wind up doing Chicago yesteryears, which is a fun, bubbly topic, a lot of good things with Chicago. And my website is www.jimgibbonshistorian.com. And always remember this, life is no mystery when you know and you learn your history. Have a good day.
This year he would have been 100 years old. Do a presentation on him, but the reason why I have Johnny Carson up here is that this is what I look at. You know, he's going to say this, people will pay more to be entertained than educated. I did not know that. Isn't that something? So Johnny Carson's going to say that, which is kind of sad, isn't it? But they'll pay more to be entertained than educated, so hopefully I am entertaining as well. And so I kind of consider myself to be like Annie Sullivan here, right? And Annie Sullivan happened to have this pretty lady out. Her name was Helen Keller. Helen Keller couldn't see, and she couldn't hear. And this is the first time this is out there. It is something that takes you way up high in the air for 20 minutes. I'd be tossing my cookies on that if I was her, but she didn't. And so now you can see that was part of our history way long ago, wasn't it? And so I'll mention this for a brief second. Because I've been talking about the Irish a whole bunch of times the past couple of weeks, there was a song by the Irish Rovers, and it was called The Unicorn. And in that song, Noah is going to turn around and he's going to say that those unicorns over there, they're playing silly games. And we've got a flood coming in here, a great big flood that's going to gobble us all up. So he brings all these animals in 2 by 2, but there's unicorns out there playing silly games. And all of a sudden, Noah's going to leave, and the water's going to swirl them up, and they're going to kind of float away. And that's the reason why you don't see any unicorns to this very day, right? You don't see them. So here's my last little piece of information here. So that you don't become like unicorns, for heaven's sakes, read. Barbara Bush was big on reading, huge. And not the internet, try an old book like I do. You got a lot of time, especially in the middle of the night, to read like I do, and that's how I learn a lot of stuff, from reading. So enough of that, here we go. That was our commercial out there, so read. And so Chicago, Chicago is pretty big, right? That toddling town, my gosh. The town that Billy Sunday could not shut down. And so it was my kind of town. My kind of town. And who was the gentleman who made that pretty popular was this fella here who was Frank Sinatra. They actually had a picture called Robin and the Seven Hoods. And that was based on Chicago. That wasn't that long ago, was it? In fact, that movie came out about 1963, around in there. And so as we move forward here, did you know that actually the word of Chicago was Shikuba was the name of it, okay? And it's Chicagoa, there you go, sorry about that. And it's an Algonquin word meaning onion field. You mean things kind of smelled around here? Yeah, they did. They did, but don't worry, things will get better. And so we had this. It happened to be a large flyer again. Her name was Mrs. O'Leary, and by the way, did you know that this was in 1871? Everything was made out of wood. Now, there is something else real quick on this, and then I'll go further beyond it. But would you believe that that fire, they said, started 9 o'clock at night. It started because of her cow that did that. She was milking the cow. Well, I thought that you usually milk cows in the morning. So that doesn't make any sense, does it? We also had Peshtigo, Wisconsin. They had a major blaze that day, and also someplace in Michigan as well. So I don't think her cow went all the way over the United States setting fires. So something just didn't make sense.
This month, In Hoffman explains how Hoffman Estates is becoming a dementia-friendly community.
We've been noticing a growing need for additional resources and more support for our aging population here in Hoffman Estates, especially when it comes to addressing memory loss. I'm community health nurse Gina McCauley, and this is In Hoffman. More seniors and their families are looking for guidance, for someone to point them in the right direction with diagnoses of dementia and Alzheimer's. We already offer senior services like luncheons and commission programs, but we are looking to sponsor more comprehensive programming for the older adults in our community. The Health and Human Services Department is leading an effort for Hoffman Estates to become a dementia-friendly certified community. With the help of community partners and the Dementia-Friendly America Toolkit, we're building a sustainable program to educate, support, and include those living with dementia. What does this mean for our community? For starters, we've launched WITS Workout, a fun research-based brain health program designed to keep mind sharp and social connections strong. These nurse-led sessions are held the third Thursday of every month at Village Hall, starting at 10 o'clock a.m. We're also hosting 2 special programs for older adults this spring. Join us at Village Hall on Saturday, April 5th at 10 a.m. for Learning About Your Aging Brain seminar. And we're hosting an older adults resource fair at Village Hall on Thursday, April 24th from 10 a.m. until noon. This will be a one-stop shop for seniors and caregivers to connect with local services from healthcare providers and financial advisors to legal experts and more. We'll have refreshments on hand and raffle prizes too. Additional programming for the older adult community is coming soon, including memory cafes, small welcome gatherings where those with dementia and their caregivers can socialize in a safe, judgment-free space. And for our business community, we're offering training sessions to help owners and employees better understand and support customers experiencing memory loss. This is just the beginning. The Village of Hoffman Estates is committed to making our community a place where everyone, at every stage of life, feels valued and supported. Thanks for watching. This is In Hoffman.
We have 3 new businesses that held ribbon cuttings.
We're very pleased to be at AW MedSpa at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard, Suite 418. They've been in the Village of Hoffman Estates for almost a decade, and they moved into their swanky new offices here. They really look great. Come on out, check them out. I know you won't be disappointed.
So we are AW MedSpa. We've been around in the Hoffman Estates area for about 7 years, and we are just celebrating the opening of our brand new office. We are a full service medical spa. We do laser treatments, facials, chemical peels. We also do injectable treatments like Botox, filler, and regenerative medicine like Sculptra.
3. Good job. I'd also like to present you a Key to the village of Hoffman Estates and many years of prosperity and serving the people of the Northwest suburban area. Pleased to beat the Playroom Cafe at 2308 West Higgins Road in the Barrington Square Mall. It's a brand new facility, so if you have your children, you might want to come check it out. We welcome you, Magdalena, to Hoffman Estates. 3! Magdalena would also like to present you a key to the village of Hoffman Estates and many years of prosperity in serving the people of the Northwest suburban areas in Hoffman Estates.
My name is Magdalena Eliev. I'm the owner and founder of Playroom Cafe. Playroom Cafe is social. It's not your ordinary playground. It's a place where you can come in with your children. They get to enjoy and play, and parents get to have a nice drink, a coffee, a meal. We have an immersive playground with lots of climbing, jumping, and going through tunnels. If people want to find out more, they can visit our website, playroomcafe.net.
Okay, we're here at Taco Lamas, 4589 West Higgins Road, in the shopping center, the Target anchors, coming out so for some great Mexican cuisine. Very much looking forward to having them here in our community for many, many years to come. Great job! Great job! So I'd like to present to you a key to the village of Hoffman Estates and many years of prosperity here in your Hoffman Estates location.
Very excited to open up Taco Lamas, where we combine authenticity and some creativity too. We have some family recipes that we've dated back. Our horchata recipe goes back over 200 years. Right now we're hand making tortillas. We've done some great fusion items where we have fried chicken, spicy chicken tacos, bacon wrapped jalapeno taco. So excited to be part of the community and bring something unique to the area. If you'd like to find out more about us, go to tacolamas.com.
Here's our 2025 State of the Village Address.
Hello, I'm Mayor Bill McLeod, and thank you for joining me for the 2025 State of the Village. 2024 was a monumental year for economic development here in Hoffman Estates, as we saw our planning efforts come to fruition for data centers, new multifamily residential, and the addition of many new businesses to our community. One of the largest development projects is happening now, with the demolition and mass grading at the site of the former Sears headquarters. Compass Data Centers officially kicked off this massive project in June, holding a ceremony at the site just before demolition activities began. The overall timeline for this project calls for the construction of the data center buildings to begin later this year, even as demolition of the old Sears headquarters buildings continues. Prior to the start of demolition activities, Compass partnered with the village to make buildings in the campus available for training sessions for our first responders. We'd like to extend our gratitude to Compass for allowing our public safety teams to conduct forcible entry training drills, practice tower ladder training, and learn new search techniques. Our police and fire departments were also able to host a large-scale training on the campus for a mock mass event that involved many neighboring municipalities and agencies. These types of trainings help us better serve our community, and we appreciate Compass for allowing us to use the facility. Microsoft's data center on Lakewood Boulevard is also progressing well. First phase construction is nearly done, with the second phase scheduled to start soon. Power supply is vital for data centers, and ComEd has almost completed its substation expansion near Barrington Road, with redundant power lines being run to ensure reliability. Redevelopment is also being planned for 3 combined parcels encompassing 185 acres near the northwest corner of 59 and Higgins Road. Karis Development just purchased the property in late January. We're eager to see plans for this prime site unfold. Congratulations to Bellworks Chicagoland for being named the 2024 Business of the Year by our Chamber of Commerce. Several new businesses, including Jumpfly and Viper, opened in 2024, while others like Love Local Studio expanded at Bellworks last year. Several new larger tenants recently signed leases, including Convergent, a global systems integrator, First Service Residential, a property management company, Identity, a national provider of signs and graphics, and Arho, a Swedish medical device supplier. This means that much of the leasable space in the east wing of the building has been built out. The next phase for Bellworks calls for renovation of the mirror image west wing of the building and the central atrium connecting the two wings. This site is truly transforming into a bustling hub, and we're excited to support its continued growth. Housing development is also booming here in Hoffman Estates. Pulte Homes is redeveloping the former CDK property on Hassel Road next to Village Hall into a 69-unit townhome subdivision. Residential construction is also expected to begin this year on the Bellworks property just east of the main commercial building. The construction of both townhomes and luxury apartments has long been planned for the site, and we are excited to see those plans realized. Additional interest continues in the luxury apartment market here in Hoffman Estates, with developers eyeing the former Menard site of Barrington Square and land just west of the Now Arena for mixed-use and multifamily projects. The demand is evident. The new apartments at Seasons of Hoffman Estates, which was just completed a few months ago, already boasts a 95% occupancy rate. The new Advocate Outpatient Medical Center on Hoffman Boulevard that opened last month showcases new building techniques with pre-built, pre-inspected modular exam rooms. The rooms are built off-site, delivered as pods, and rolled into the building for installation. This sped up the construction timelines and reduced the need for on-site inspections. The village's Building and Code Enforcement Division worked with the general contractor to implement these innovative construction methods. The village also has our own building projects in the works, with construction underway for new Fire Station 21, which is currently being built right next door to our existing station. Construction activities for the new Fire Station 22, which will be relocated to Governor's Lane near Higgins Road, are anticipated to begin later this year. Improvements at the Village Green are also on the way to expand concessions and restrooms to enhance our festivals, concerts, and the Hideaway Brew Garden experience. Construction is set to begin after Platt's concert concludes in early September. We are proud of the many innovations that are happening in our village's departments. Our police department has seen successes with its new drone program, using thermal cameras to locate suspects being chased on foot, hikers lost in the forest preserve in sub-freezing temperatures, and an elementary school student who wandered away from school grounds. This is an excellent use of new technology to save time and resources. The police department also opened a new community resource center at the station back in November, allowing the department to increase much-needed mental health and crisis management services to our community. Our Health and Human Services Department is leading an effort to make Hoffman Estates a certified dementia-friendly community. A community committee has been formed, and public-private partnerships are being established to help attain this designation. I truly believe this initiative reflects our commitment to inclusivity in care. This spring, we'll also begin work to update the village's comprehensive plan, laying out long-term development and land use goals. We're excited to engage with the community during this process. As we look to 2025, I want to thank our businesses, residents, volunteers, and staff for their support. Together, we've achieved incredible things, and there's so much more to come. Let's continue to grow to greatness.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Hoffman Estates Citizen. From all of us here at HETV, thanks for watching.